Hello everyone and welcome to another unboxing and review video. And today, yes, we don't have one, not two, but three huge boxes arrive. And yes, this is the Predator Jungle Hunter Deluxe Edition from Prime One. Guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Josh from Comic Concepts for the speedy delivery. If you want to get this one or any other collectibles, make sure you check him out. I put the link in the description below. Make sure you use the code ComicConcepts10 and you can save 10% store-wide. So don't forget to use the code. Alright guys, enough with the talking, let's start with the unboxing. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so we're gonna start with the first box, and as you can see, it is huge. We have a nice picture of the Predator in the front, and that's basically it. Now let me remove the inside foam here, and as you can see, it is plain white. Underneath we have the statue, obviously covered with tissue paper here, and without the packaging we have the torso, we have the legs, and a bunch of other accessories. And as you can see at first look, there is a lot of details and a lot of pieces for this particular statue. Now the legs are covered, and that's something that I really appreciate. We have a couple busts that you can use with the head sculpt, because let me tell you, this thing comes with 4 head sculpts, and yes, we have a lot to go over. Now moving on to the other box here, and this one here has 2 trays. So we're going to start with the front. You see the nice picture in the box here. So now let me take the cover here, because as I mentioned before, there's a lot to go over. So the first thing is the white foam. So let me take this out, and here we have the first tray. And yes, this is the deluxe edition, so we have a bunch of accessory. Now removing the tissue paper here, we have more accessories, and yes, this is the deluxe edition. So here we have the plasma cannon, or I guess the shape of it. We have few blades, more accessories here. Now this is the deluxe edition, as I mentioned before. We have a bunch of detailed biomasks here. We have plants, yes, some green, so if you want to make a salad, by all means you can use that. Then we have some branch, and of course we have this awesome Billy spine with the skull here, looking amazing. And yes, it is one piece attached to the arm, and that's basically it for this here. Now underneath we have, yes, the most heaviest thing I ever had. This is the base, and let me tell you, without the tissue paper here, looks freaking amazing. But first we're gonna take a look at the hands, because there's 4 hands attached with this, or included in this packaging here. You can see the other one there, and of course this huge base, and the detail is absolutely amazing, insane. Every single little thing about this is insane. So I can't wait to show you this statue fully loaded. And of course we have the other hand, and that's basically it for this one. Now let's move on to the other box here, and this should be the last one. Now let me remove what is inside, and here we have the white foam. So now underneath this we have, yes, you guessed it, we have a bunch of head sculpts, and this is just fantastic. Let me remove the tissue paper here, and you can see all the details. Now this is the first head sculpt, and again, very nice paint application. This is the one that you can use with the mask, so that's why it's plain. Then we have the mask here, which looks amazing. We have this one here, which is something that was supposed to be included in the movie, but it wasn't. Then we have the other head sculpt, and both of them look very familiar or very similar, because they have the mandibles open, I guess. And of course we have the tree. We need the tree to complete the base. Alright guys, so now enough with this, let's take a look at the base. And yes, this thing is fantastic. As you can see, the amount of detail is amazing. You can see the translucent piece here, which give you the effect of water. You can even see some fish and rocks underneath, so it is very nice. The attention to detail on this thing is top notch. We have the rock, you can see that is wet, so I like this paint application. I've never seen anything like this. Then we have the shape of the feet, so this is where you can put the statue there. And of course we have the huge peg, or the shape that you can connect the other piece of the tree. And as you can see, the mud looks amazing. Paint application, you can see the roots, you can see some green going on over there, and of course the shape of the other feet. Overall, I think this is one of the best bases I've seen, and is huge, about 27 inches wide. Now I'm gonna show you, I put this off camera because it was a bit tricky at the beginning, but actually it wasn't that difficult for me, so it snapped right away. Now I'm gonna show you how to put the torso, but before we have this here, which I don't think he was wearing this in the first movie. I don't remember, to be honest with you. I haven't seen the movie in a long time, but you can put it like so, and then you can connect the torso. Just follow the steps and boom, it will peg just fine. So just make some adjustments here, and you can see a bunch of mixed media going on with the net, and of course the detail on the body. So let me just fix this real quick so I can show you the next clip here. So it looks pretty cool. Very happy with this. Now for the next one, we're gonna connect the tree. So I'm gonna try to show you as much as I can. It's a lot of things that you can connect to this statue, so please be patient, but show you the basic stuff, right? The biggest pieces here, you connect the tree like so, and it will stay put. So the magnets are very, very strong. Of course, you can see the snake. Now, talking about the snake, we're gonna start with this branch here that you can connect in the rock right there. So you can see the shape, very easy, will stay put. And that's basically it. Now let me move this around because we need to connect the other piece of the snake. Yes, it is two pieces. Now let me get that little piece here. As you can see, you can connect it underneath like so, and it will stay put because yes, it is magnetic. And that's basically it. Now let's move on to the other side. Now we're going to start with the plants. So again, I'm not going to put every single plant because we're going to spend all day doing this, but I'm going to show you the basics. So first you put this one over here. Each piece has a little hole, so very easy. Then we have these bigger plants here that you can put behind the tree. So there's a bunch of holes, so just kind of follow the instructions are there. So take your time because, you know, it seems to be that it can be a little bit overwhelming, especially when you have so many green happening and you want to make sure that it looks as natural as possible. And yes, you can bend the leaves if you want. Now let me show you the other side here. So we have a little scorpion, very nicely detailed as you can see, and this one goes in the rock, and because this is magnetic, you can just put it like so and it will stay there. Alright guys, so now let's move on to other accessories. Yes, I put all the green just for the sake of saving time. Here we have the belt, which is magnetic, very strong magnet as you can see. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna put it over the statue like so, and you're gonna connect the belt like so. Again, very strong magnet, and don't worry, it might seem a bit tight, but actually it is it fits perfectly. So you just push it like so and it will connect like that. So that's basically it for the belt. So just minor adjustments just to make sure it looks nice, and that's it. Then we have this other accessory, which is the pouch, and again is very nicely sculpted. It is not fabric, but it has a magnet. So this one goes attached to the belt. So just find the right spot, and that's it. Alright guys, so now let's move on to the other accessory here. So this is another prop that you can put on the statue. As you can see, the detail looks amazing. This is a bunch of coals all together, putting in this type of rope here that you can put on the statue like so. So just make sure that you fix it so it looks nice. I kind of like this, very nice paint application on these little pieces here. So very happy so far with the detail. Now then you have another alternative that you can use, which is this one here, and this is a bunch of other, it's like a spine that you can put if you want, but for the sake of this I'm not gonna put it. Now let's move on to the necklace here, and as you can see, this thing looks fantastic. Very nice attention to detail. So let me just rotate the statue here, and you can put this on the statue like so. And again, because this type of accessories are very delicate, just make sure when you handle it, just take your time to make it look natural and nice. So I mean, you guys know. Now that's it for the necklace. Now let's go to the other side and show you how to put the hands. So as you can see, nicely painted, you can see the nails, and the amount of detail on this thing is simply amazing. Now this thing is magnetic, so when you put it, just grab it like so and put it like that, so it will look pretty cool. Now you can actually open the gauntlet. Now I don't have batteries, so I'm sorry for that, but there's a button underneath. You can use it if you want, and that's basically it. Now let's move on to the other side, because yes, he has two hands, so we're gonna use Billy's spine for the second hand here. Again, this is one of the poses I decided to use for this. Now let me get the Billy's spine here, and as you can see, it looks creepy, fantastic, very glossy. Paint application is excellent. You can see the amount of detail on this thing is really nice. I mean, you can see that. You can even see the veins. You can see the hand, which is one solid piece, so very nice sculpted. It doesn't look like it is one piece. Honestly, the way this was painted and sculpted is simply fantastic. Now, one tip I want to give you guys: when you put this here, make sure you push it all the way up, because it might fall off if you don't do it, but the pegs are, or the magnets are strong, so it will stay put. Now this is the back of the figure, and let me show you this here. So this is the cannon, I guess, that you can attach to it, so very nicely painted as well. There's a huge peg in the back which is magnetic, so you're just gonna put it like so to stay put, so you can actually use one cannon that is retracted or the one that is basically pointing forward, and as you can see, it looks pretty cool. Now that gap is natural because it is because of the magnet. Then we have this one, and this is the one that goes down, so this is the retracted one. As you can see, you can put that on the top like so. Again, magnetic as well, so you just push it and make sure it stays put, and that's basically it. So let me move this forward, because now I'm gonna show you what I think it is one of the best head sculpts I've seen. Now here we have the Predator, and guys, the paint application, the mandibles, the teeth, the dreads looks freaking amazing. Even the hair, like you can see those little pieces of hair, is very nice. I mean, come on, look at the detail on this thing. And yes, this is the back. You can see the shape is going sideways. It's a bit flexible, but again, it is a statue, so be very careful when you handle this thing. But I can't say much about this. This is just simply amazing. I really like this thing. Now obviously there is a lot of detail going on the top of the head, and there's a huge peg that you can connect to the body, so you just put it with the right orientation, and that's basically it. Alright guys, now let me show you this thing fully loaded, which is finally done, and we're gonna start bottom up. So detail on the base we showed you before looks freaking amazing. You can see the fish, you can see the scorpion there on the rock, and of course some green, some jungle forest, whatever you want to call it. So it looks pretty cool. We have Billy's spine there, so it is very nice. Again, this thing is fantastic. I think the way Prime 1 did this, you know, I don't have any concerns about this leaning forward. Mine copy at least is very straight, so I have no issues or no complaints whatsoever. But the amount of detail with the mixed media, this pleather here material, and of course the way the hands are sculpted, the net, the detail, the paint application, the little pieces connected to the actual statue is fantastic. You can see the chest, a lot of detail as well. That hair is individually sculpted and painted, so it is very nice, very nice. You can see that on the side of the armor with more weathering. Of course, we have the necklace, and of course the badass head sculpt here, which is my favorite, and I think I'm gonna leave it like this, to be honest with you, because I like it. I really like this thing. It looks fantastic. Now you can see more details going on the arm, and of course the gauntlet. It's a bummer that I don't have batteries. Now let's move on to the other side. So you can see The feet here, very nicely done as well. It blends perfectly with the base, so you can tell that the attention to detail and paint is just exquisite. Obviously I put the plant, so it looks more natural now, so just kind of play around with it, so it looks good. You can see the tree, which honestly, if I tell you this is a real tree, you will believe me because it looks that great. You can see the knee guard here looking really nice, and of course more details on the hand with those metallic pieces on the knuckles, so it looks pretty cool. And of course, as I mentioned before, the gauntlet, which I don't have batteries, but you can see the detail, very nicely painted. You can open this up if you want and leave it like so. So I kind of like that as well. So on that area, nothing to complain. Even you can see some greenish color on the side because that's how it was in the movie. Now moving up, you can see the shoulder piece here, which is the metallic piece, but everything is sculpted. Of course, the cannon, and I use the other one, so this is the one that is pointing. And of course, again, the head sculpt, which looks fantastic. So that's pretty cool if you ask me. So that's basically it for the front. Just wanted to give you another look in a different angle. Obviously this is a statue, so there's no poses. Now let me turn this thing to the other side so you can see the part of the back, and of course Billy's spine here. And yes, it looks awesome. I mean, I feel like it's dripping blood, to be honest with you. You can see more plants there. Again, the other feet nicely placed in and blended. It blended perfectly with the base. Then we have the tree here, again looking really nice with the paint application, and of course the amount of detail. You can see a lot of green. You can see the snake because it's hiding in the jungle or between the plants, but hey, it is okay. I can live with that. This is the other gauntlet, and again, attention to detail is top notch. A lot of things happening over there, nicely painted. Of course, you can see the actual skin with the texture, with those little black dots looking really nice. You can see this color between brown and beige combined with some, you know, black dots looking really nice. And of course, the way the hair is positioned, it looks fantastic. Now this is the back of the figure, or the statue rather. So here we have the snake. Now you can see it better, of course. Bunch of plants over there. And of course we have the booty. And now this one here is more like a pleather material, and is shaped the way, you know, his ass basically, so it will stay there. So nothing to complain. Now the back also looks fantastic. A lot of detail, more mixed media with the net. You can see that it blends perfectly fine. All right guys, so now let me show you the base with the head sculpts there. So the busts rather, you have two signs of the predator, which you can put like so, and you have the other head sculpt here. This one is the one that it was supposed to be in the movies, but then it was I guess omitted. And then we have the other head sculpt, which looks like has the mandibles open. And to be honest with you, it's kind of hard for me to distinguish between this one and the head sculpt, but you get the idea. So here we have the predator here. Now for this particular pose or look, I put the blades, as you can see in the back, looking fantastic, and those are metal, very sharp. And of course I put the mask on and the light. This is the light up features that you can see on the mask, and paint application on this thing looks amazing. Now you can post it like this, or you can post it with the other helmet. Your choice, your statue, your selection. And that's basically it. Now for the other pose here, I use the other mask because I kind of like that. It's very cool. Now you can see again, I kept it with the blades, and of course we have the other mask here. Now this one here, as you can see on the eyes, is a lot of texture and detail, and that's basically it. Now this figure stands about 38, give or take, inches tall, so it's huge, so you need big space. Alright guys, so my final thoughts about this statue is actually very positive. Starting with the likeness, I think this is one of the best representation of the Predator as seen in the movie. Now, this particular statue is the deluxe edition, so it comes with a bunch of accessories, especially the Bailey spine. We have 4 different helmets or head sculpts, and of course the beautiful base with a bunch of details and paint applications. Now, this particular statue has no leaning issues whatsoever, so I'm very happy with this copy. And because of that, my final score is 10 out of 10. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also guys, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, Manafak Collectibles, TikTok, Manafak Collectibles, and Facebook group 6 Scale Media. And if you have some time, check out these 2 cool videos. And as always, be well, and see you around in the next video.